Hey guys, it's Hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between negative thoughts and unproductive thought, because I feel like when I say negative thoughts, I know what negative thoughts are. Some of us know what negative thoughts are. Some of us don't understand. And maybe that's my fault. That is my fault. I should have made this clear. Because when I say negative thoughts, I don't necessarily mean bad thoughts. Like positive, negative. Unproductive thoughts. So let me tell you the difference, and let me tell you what I mean when I say no negative thoughts. So first, let's figure out the difference. Negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are more of a victim mentality. Thinking, oh my God, I could never manifest this. They would never like me. I can never do anything. I'm such a shitty person. I could never manifest. I'm awful at manifesting. I will never get my desire. Those are negative thoughts. And yes, we don't want those. We don't want those. But let me tell you, it is a lot easier to immediately flip those, because when you're thinking, oh my God, my SP doesn't like me, they literally hate me, your first thought is to be like, oh, why would I think that? Like, why would I think that? That is not helping. And that's what I mean. Like, don't affirm those things. But a lot of the time, negative thoughts are more obvious to be flipped. Like when things like that happen, like, oh my God, I'm a shitty ass person, I hate myself. Like, obviously that's not good to manifest, but most of the time negative thoughts aren't persisted on, and they're impulsive or they're intrusive thoughts or things like that. And when I say don't have negative thoughts, I don't mean those type of things. Basically just a bad self-concept is negative thoughts. Now, unproductive thoughts. Unproductive thoughts are things just like not living in the end, not revising, not continuously affirming when you need to. That's what I mean when I say flip those negative thoughts. I mean the unproductive ones, the ones where you are maybe thinking about the 3D a little too much, or addressing what happened in the 3D. Like maybe your SP told you they didn't like you, and you're sitting here like, oh my God, I know I need to fix what they said. Why didn't they like me? Like, what do I need to fix to make them like me? Like, just reacting to the 3D. Those are unproductive, and they are similar. Negative and unproductive thoughts are similar, because not all unproductive thoughts are negative, but all negative thoughts are unproductive most of the time. So they are similar. So when I say flip those negative thoughts, I'm talking about those, but I'm also talking about the unproductive ones. And the unproductive ones are the ones that most of the time slip through our eyes, and we aren't focusing on them, and we aren't realizing, oh my God, those ones are the ones I need to flip. And we just kind of let them slide. Focusing on the 3D, reacting, telling your friends about what happened, and spiraling and having a huge conversation about what SP did, or how much money you have in the bank, or what your appearance looks like. Those are all unproductive thoughts. Negative thoughts are normal. Negative thoughts are things that are just gonna pop in our head sometimes, and that they're just gonna happen. That is just how our brains work. Our brains are wired to think of every outcome possible. But we don't want unproductive thoughts, because we have control over those ones. And a lot of the time, if you practice yourself, you could control more of your negative thoughts or the impulsive thoughts and things like that. But unproductive thoughts are a lot of the time us and our insecurities and our insecurities and our things that we need to work on deep inside of us. And those a lot of the time get swept under the rug, that we need to flip those. That's why I'm making this video, to remind you, we need to flip the negative and we need to flip the unproductive. But yeah, that is basically the difference between negative and unproductive thoughts. Basically the same thing, but also sometimes we forget the unproductive ones are not helpful either, and we're just focusing more on the bigger picture. Like, I feel like I didn't explain this as well as I want to. Think of negative thought. Might be a bad metaphor, is that the word? Oh my God, I need to go back to school. Think of negative thoughts as a physical injury. You break your leg. Negative thoughts is breaking your leg. Unproductive thoughts is maybe having a bad day or having mental health issues, okay? Breaking your leg, you see that and you're like, oh my God, flip it. Don't think about that. Get them help, fix it, okay? But a lot of the time with mental health and stuff, it's like, oh, well, I can't see it, so. Or it's like, oh, that's just how I think. That's just normal. And it's not taken as seriously. You know what I'm talking about? So a lot of the time, like, when there's this big thing and it's like, oh my God, you broke your leg, fix it. In the parallel, you have a negative thought like, oh my God, this person hates me, I can never manifest my life. You're gonna sit there and be like, oh my God, fix it, that's not good. But if you're thinking maybe something happened in 3D and you're just kind of thinking about it and sitting on it, just not even like in a dramatic way, just sitting on it and thinking about it, like, that really happened, like, oh my God, we don't really take those as seriously as we need to flip them. Because we're like, what is it? We're just thinking. But those are the ones that need flip too. Because just because you're physically injured or have mental health issues and need mental health help doesn't mean one is significantly worse than the other, you know? So maybe that metaphor was really bad, but that's the best one I could think of on the spot. But that's literally what I just want to tell you guys. Like, make sure you're being aware of the unproductive ones and along with the negative ones. But that is it for today's video. As always, watching this video has helped you manifest. Say it with me. Watching this video has helped me manifest. Watching this video has helped me manifest. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.